Hello, hello, hello. So in this episode, we're going to talk about the first episode of Bleach. Amazing show. This is, I did an intro, I believe, on my last stream on Talk About Anime, and we're going to dive into the show Bleach first. So, in this episode, we're going to dive into Bleach Episode 1, give you a brief summary, and also kind of just go through key points on the episode, and we're going to just move right along. I don't really have any specials that I'd like to announce as of now for the show. I will be getting into some specials, but I want to further the Bleach episode discussions first. The reason why I picked Bleach first is Bleach is one of the shows that is highly underrated for the completion of the show, because at the same time when Bleach was going on, Naruto and Naruto Shippuden, it might have just been Naruto Shippuden, was kind of, they were battling it out for what's more popular at the time. We will also be diving into in the specials on the differences on the manga and from the TV show. But I love Bleach. One of the biggest letdowns though from Bleach is the plot's kind of scarcely hidden throughout the show, because there really isn't that much of a plot in especially early episodes. But the arcs are incredible. I think the arcs are great. So right now we're in the first arc of the show, episode 1. The name of the episode is The Day I Became a Shinigami. And I think they're referring to the day I became a Soul Reaper, I guess. So the main character, Ichigo Kurosaki, he's a teenage boy, just entered high school, I believe. I think he's 15, who can see ghosts. During the episode, he helps a young girl, Ghost, when some skateboarders knock over a vase, offering for her. The next day, Ichigo sees the young girl being chased by a big monster called a Hollow. Ichigo goes to help the girl, but when the girl is just about to be eaten or devoured or whatever by the Hollow, a female Soul Reaper named Rukia Kuchiki appears and saves them. That night, Rukia visits Ichigo's room and is surprised when she realizes she is visible to him. While they are conversing, a Hollow appears and terrorizes Ichigo's family and household, except for the dad. He was, MIA. I think he had a meeting or something with the hospital. We'll get into the characters' intros in just a sec. After receiving a terrible injury from the Hollows, Rukia makes a final attempt to save her life, as well as that of the Kurosaki family, and transfers her powers to Ichigo so he can save his family. So, realistically, that's kind of the gist of what happened in the episode. We're going to go into character intros. A lot of people we met Ichigo, we met his two sisters, we met his dad, who his father is actually going to be a huge role in the future. If anyone hasn't watched the show or read the manga, his father is actually a key character in the show. And he has lots of secrets. So his dad and him kind of have an interesting relationship. His dad kind of beats him up all the time, which, when you look at it, if you've seen in the future episodes, he's kind of, I think, conditioning his strength. His sisters kind of, basic relationship with them. Ichigo and one of his sisters can see ghosts, so it's not just him. Let's see. I don't really think there's any more characters that we really need to go into. Rukia Kuchiki, which is a Soul Reaper. She's going to be pretty big in the show. And her relationship to Ichigo is going to be pretty big. What else? So the term hollows, which is what they determined in the summary that I read to you, a hollow is... we'll go into what a hollow is in the next stream because it explains it in episode 2. But obviously there's some creatures that attack souls or people that are, not, they don't have physical bodies anymore. They're just souls, wandering souls on Earth. Soul Reapers and what's called the Soul Society. So a Soul Reaper has 2 roles. One is to destroy hollows, and also is to help souls pass on to the Soul Society, which Rukia taught to Ichigo. Explained it in kind of a funny little kid's drawing. What else? Yeah, I mean, it's if you're kind of wondering why the show, if you were like me when I first started the show, it was really boring and really hard to get into, so I quit watching. I watched Naruto because Naruto was on at the same time. I kind of I issue a challenge to all those people to just give it a chance. At least watch all the way through season 1, where it kind of gets into the middle of the arc, or really just... This arc's really boring. But the next arc is actually the more arcs into the show you go, the better they get, especially the last arc, which is the longest. Second thought, my first special that I'm actually going to do for the show is I actually do have a special that I do. Sorry, I think I already said in the stream that I don't have a special planned. I do, and it's actually who is the top anime villain from any of the animes. What would you say your top 5 antagonists are? And my buddy and I, we actually did a stream years and years ago about this, and we both agreed that our favorite top villain is actually from Bleach. So that's one of the biggest reasons why I love this show, is the main villain that you'll see in the future episodes is incredible. And I'm not saying, go for the bad guys instead of the good guys, but this guy, you'll like it. So, until next time, you guys, much love.